should be machined to the same degree that we're looking at here. This is a proven degree of angle with this rubber bushing, and what we're doing is we're allowing for a hole in our rubber bushing to allow oil to flow. That will allow the ROV, which has not much resistance in its ability to put torque onto things, to be able to do something simply. When that ROV goes down there, what he'll go down there with is a contraption. I say contraption because of a lack of a better word, of a system that looks similar to this. This again is the bushing that you see right here. The metal pipe defines this plug that you're seeing. Once you put this plug into this 21-inch pipe, again, these brackets will be on this collar. What you'll see is once you're able to get this in there, and again, this is a rough mechanical, I'm going to do this the opposite way, but it can be engineered a lot better than, again, a Lafayette fireman and a former U.S. Coast Guard member, but our ideas are the greatest, and sometimes our ability to, bear with me one second, I didn't have it pulled out all the way. Once this bushing, this rubber bushing, will be on this metal pipe. So as the ROV carries this metal pipe down and inserts this into its area, he will begin the ROV with limited torque because this valve is in the open position. So all the pressure that it's working against is basically the balance and the linear direction of the threading to be able to get this, as it continues to spin, it will begin to lock itself down. As it finally locks itself down to a position, the ROV will be able to, again, this valve being open, oil is still flowing through, so it's not working against any hydraulics or anything like that that's going to cause it ill effect or the inability to be able to correct it. At that point, the ROV would be able to take, whether these are built out of some hydraulic system or out of a mechanical system, be able to latch this system down. That gives a secondary device of security for this system. Once we've done that and we've secured both of these systems on here, what the best idea is to do is, again, put a couple pins through there, a safety cable or something through there. That's going to be good for the saltwater environment. It's going to last long. At that point, what we'll do is be able to close this valve slowly. Once we close this valve slowly, we'll also be able to determine whether or not we have a leak in this area with this boot. If we do have a leak, at that point, this area right here will allow the ROV to continue after unlatching these systems. There might be 6, 8, 10, I don't know, around a 21-inch diameter pipe, be able to actually continue to twist this so we get a little bit better seal on it. Once we get the good seal, then we'll be able to close these latches. And once we again close these latches, put the safety mechanism around it, we will slowly open this valve. We'll slowly close this valve again to test the pressure on it. Once we determine that it will be able to recede on that, then we will take this system, and if you're looking right here, we've used a simple valve connector that's used very commonly in the in farming and the pool industry and stuff like that, as a banjo fitting. Now, a banjo fitting can be machined or made very simply, and this pipe right here signifies what would be going up to the surface of the water. So we would have something that is actually taking that surface water. We could blow through it to pump the same way they do on the oil rigs now, to blow through it so we have a clean pipe as it's going down. And then once we attach that system, it'll be very simple for the ROV to be able to put that in there and pull these banjo clips down. Once those banjo clips are down, and again, this could be extended a little bit, but I didn't have the extra pipe, slowly open this, and then we're saving the Gulf of Mexico. We're taking that directly up to a tanker or something like that, and it would be saving $150 million a day in the response action. We would also be able to salvage the oil that's coming out of there, again, affecting our cost of our fossil fuel that we burn every day. And not against that. I drive gas vehicles and diesel vehicles. I need this stuff. But I also need the Gulf of Mexico because it's basically a home to me. And I would really like to see that it be protected. Again, with the states of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. my origination in Florida, I would love to see this to be able to secure that. I do believe this is a good functional device. We have not tested it under pressure due to the fact that we cannot find the fittings that we need. They do need to be machined, but the generic sense of what it is will functionally work. It does need to be tested, but I do believe in a larger scale this is a success for British Petroleum and the United States government in securing this oil leak that's putting God knows how many gallons of oil into our Gulf of Mexico, one of the greatest natural resources